Hi, my name is Kyle Owens, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about my informative speech, which I did on the topic of the rising cost of college tuition. I thought this was uh, an interesting topic because I think that when people raise questions about why college tuition rates seem to have gone up in the last decade, they tend to make sort of blanket statements about the greediness of colleges, or simply that that's the way things are without really questioning the reasoning behind it all. As with most questions I find worth talking about, I found the answer to be kind of multifaceted and more complex than just simple answers. I gave three examples in my narrated PowerPoint, but really there's actually many differing reasons why the cost of college has actually gone up. Suppose realistically speaking, this problem won't really affect me as I'll be graduating in the not too distant future, but I remember graduating high school and wanting to flee the state to somewhere on the coast, but after looking at the rates of the universities, especially for non-residents, I decided that the most financially logical solution was to get my degree in South Dakota. Um, as a resident, the in-state tuition here just can't be beat. And while I might not graduate from an expensive art college or an Ivy League school, the amount of debt that I've had to take out is a tiny, tiny fraction of what it could have been had I decided to go somewhere else. I love to think about problems in depth and look for deeper answers, so I enjoyed doing this project. One of the more interesting answers that I managed to find to support my thesis in my presentation was the effect that international students have on the rising costs. Before I guess I kind of failed to think about the fact that the United States isn't the world. Like, that, oh, sorry, thought my computer was going to die there. Like, my idea of what the world was a little bit myopic, and that people from other nations really value getting an American education, which I guess since most of us are from here, we kind of take for granted the fact that the ability to get higher education is so readily available for all of us. It kind of made me think retrospectively about how even though college forces me to do things I think are boring or that I just don't want to do, there's plenty of other people in the world who would gladly take my place, even if the requirements were twice or three times as hard in order to graduate. With that perspective, it kind of makes you feel spoiled because you were born here, and there's many things that we kind of end up taking for granted because we've never really known anything else. I've never been to a third world country before, but I think it would really put things into perspective for me to see something like that. Anyway, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.